What? You're not scared, are you? She's harmless. And a chump. And she's right around that corner, isn't she?
So Rolo wasn't exaggerating for once. What's going on here?
A zipper?
The sound of
Footsteps?
footsteps grew louder.
Hello? Uh-oh. Shit.
The heavy steel door knocked Luca to the ground.
Oh, fuck.
But change is, after all, a dangerous animal. The end? From here on out, a charm will have a checkmark when it's been used to its full potential at a given turning point.
The best way to deal with an enraged Roxy was to be a little shit.
Make a break for it. What have you done? Ah!
Sorry about that. Rolo can get overexcited
Solomon
sometimes.
Valentine, current ward of and future successor to the Valentine fortune, huffed as he brushed off his pants.
Family has a way of creating more problems than they solve.
Hold 2 phones. Check these bad boys out. Are those walkie-talkies? What other slime-covered hand would be in here? Some Stranger Things shit. Rolo didn't come home last night. Hello again, Pete.
I'm not Pete, you silly goose. It's Toby.
You could have fooled me.
Is that supposed to be a different person?
What's your name? Luca Van Horn? You new here? Yep, not by
Beck's
choice.
family moved often.
The name's Beck. Pleasure to meet you, Beck. I suppose I could use some help.
Beck's so cute.
Joey, have you seen Rolo around? Oh, sorry, Luca. I've had my eyes in the dirt looking for beetles. I can't seem to find any. He never came home last night. Do you think it's because it's been colder than normal? I don't see why that would have anything to do with Rolo. No, the beetles! Do you think the temperature confused their circadian rhythm or something? Who's to say? I'm no beetologist. Just keep an eye out for him, would you? Of course.
And I'll keep an eye out for beetles. So, the bees are gone. The bugs are gone. It's colder than usual. The harvest is all fucked up. Whatever they're pumping into the ground is clearly, like, absolutely wrecking the wildlife. Or...
Dang, they boarded up the way in.
Whee! That is green.
Luca felt a chill as he approached Beck. Her eyes were locked on the strange green liquid. The nearby grass was coated in a fine layer of frost.
Is this sort of thing normal around here? Because puddles of glowing ooze are definitely not what I expected from this place.
I have no idea what that stuff is.
Well, the next obvious step is science.
What does science suggest?
Poke it with a stick.
Luca watched as Beck dipped a broken tree branch into the goo. Beck's eyes widened as flowers grew from the dead wood. First small buds, which quickly bloomed into vibrant petals.
Cool!
What the?
As
Cool!
quickly as they had grown, the flowers began to shrivel and turn gray.
Uncool.
Beck dropped the stick with a grunt of disgust.
Ugh. Okay. So the science tells us this gunk is weird as hell.
Yeah, it seems dangerous. Hey, Tish, look what the cat dragged in.
I've already forgotten the voice I gave this kid. Yup.
I don't have time for this right now, Iggy. Oh, don't say things like that. It hurts Tish's feelings. Ain't that right, Tish?
Yup.
She looks fine to me. Why, hello. I don't think we've been properly introduced. Iggy's the name. This is my compatriot, Tish.
Yup.
You've probably heard of us. Can't say I have. I'll forgive you just this once on account of you being new around here. Why would you hang out with this dud?
Oh, he seems pretty alright.
Iggy, why do you have to be so... you? Has he even told you that his parents skipped out on him?
Shut up.
It's true! They got tired of having such a pathetic kid and left him. Iggy, I'm only gonna say this one time.
Don't talk about my family.
Well, look who's grown a backbone now there's a girls around. Now there's a girls around. That's not what it said, but here we go.
First his pops croaked, then his mom finally couldn't take it anymore and bounced.
Iggy took a step towards Luca, his sneer lit by the glowing puddle. Beck could see tears welling in Luca's eyes, his fists clenched. Some things about Beacon Pines were very different from the city. But a bully from a hayseed town is really no different from a city bully. Beck took a deep breath and thought.
Well, time to bust out the strange.
Well, time to bust out the strange.
Weird him out! Alright, Luca, looks like you need a little mud bath. What's wrong with you, new kid? We're about to pound your friend.
Beck stared in silence, the only sign of life being the twitch of an eye.
It's weird when people don't talk.
Yup.
Stop being a weirdo. Hello? Are you some kind of wackadoo? Makes sense. Wackadoos travel in packs, eh,
At the
Dud?
sight of Iggy taunting Beck, something in Luca snapped. Iggy's smirk shifted to a look of shock as Luca launched himself into his stomach.
Ah!
Iggy's clothes were drenched in the glowing ooze.
You jerk, my clothes are ruined.
Iggy's
I'm gonna...
voice began to slur as he struggled to get up.
I don't feel so good. Who? I'm sorry, I just... Oh, shit!
Yup.
That was intense. Iggy's gonna be okay, right? Nothing about this seems
Person at the
okay.
warehouse. This strange ooze and what it did to Iggy. Was Rolo caught up in all of this?
Definitely. Absolutely. We have to find Rolo. You took the words out of my mouth. Property of Valentine Fertilizer Company. Looks old. Shit looks old as hell. Ooh. Slime there. Don't want to get in that. Okay.
Oh. Whoa there, little buddies. You startled me. What in the dickens are you up to in this part of town?
We were just helping look for Rolo.
Oh, you haven't heard the good news? Rolo showed up safe and sound a bit ago.
Really? So where was he?
It's funny, really. He just got a little turned around in the woods. They can be disorienting, you know.
I am starting to get that impression.
Rolo's at his house now, getting some well-deserved rest.
Wow, that's a relief.
You two should scurry along before you get lost yourselves.
Yeah, come on, Beck. I can't wait to introduce you to Rolo.
Oh, that reminds me. Luca, your grandmother was looking for you.
She was?
She was worried sick. You should march straight home.
I guess.
Beck, your folks might be getting worried too. I'll walk you home. I need to talk with Nellie about work
Glanced
anyway.
Toward Luca.
I guess all's well that ends well. I'll introduce you to Rolo tomorrow. Sure. Glad he's okay. He's gonna be weird or something, isn't he? Or he's not gonna remember. Something weird is gonna be going on.
Relief washed over Luca, which was quickly replaced by a sense of dread.
Me too.
Gran is going to kill me.
Oh, right, yeah, that.
If he hurried, he might just make it home before sundown. Chapter 4. Our harvest awaits.
Wow, you couldn't have said that in a more fucking sinister way,
Luca
dude.
took a deep breath and gingerly opened the door, steeling himself for Gran's wrath.
Gran? Gran? I'm home. Everything's fine. Gran? She's gonna be mad. Gran? I know I wasn't supposed to go anywhere. I was just helping look for Rolo. Okay, she's not in the garden. Gran? Roxy came over. She was worried about him, so I figured you wouldn't mind if I helped look for him. Close it this time. It turns out Rolo's safe and sound. Gran?
Luca was alone. The house was empty.
So Gran's not back yet. I guess that's a good thing. Nothing to do now but sleep, I guess.
Plomp.
Luca was sitting by the pond, listening to small waves lap against a rock. His father sat in a folding chair in front of him. Without turning, he spoke. "Why don't you grab me some nice bait?" "Sure thing, Dad." Luca hopped over to the tackle box and popped open the lid. Inside was a rolling, buzzing mass. "We're fishing with bees?" Luca's father gave a warm chuckle. Well, you catch more fish with bees than honey. Pick us out a good one. Luca closed his eyes and plucked out a bee. He could feel its wings struggle between his finger and thumb. Holding it at arm's length, he hurried over. His father deftly baited the hook and examined his work. Interesting choice. With a practiced flick of the wrist, the line buzzed in a graceful arc. The water accepted it without a splash or ripple. The wrong choice. But I respect it. The pond began to freeze over. Sometimes we gotta make the wrong choice before we can make it right.
Very true in this game.
Ice propagated across the still surface with an alarming speed. Luca scrambled back as the ground beneath him turned cold. Dad, I don't understand. Sorry, kiddo. Understanding isn't always part of the deal. The relentless ice shot through the fishing line toward his father. Dad, look out! His father casually wound the reel. None of it's your fault, you know. Never was. Dad, we have to go! Luca grabbed his father's shoulders, trying to pull him away. Please, you have to run! The ice crackled as it spread across his father's hands. That's the thing about fishing, Luca. His chest began to crystallize. You toss your hook in, and you never know what you're gonna pull out. A shock of searing cold ran up Luca's arms. He gave one last desperate tug. The chair tipped backwards in a single frozen mass. Luca tried to stop the momentum, but it was too late. He watched the icy form of his father slam into the hard ground, shattering into 1,000 pieces that crowded around his feet.
Jesus, Luca.
Dad, I don't understand. What does all this mean? The gentle rustle of leaves was the only reply.
Jesus, that's a hell of a nightmare.
Luca's eyes struggled to focus on the walkie-talkie.
Rolo?
Faintly, he could hear Rolo amongst the noise.
Luca! Rolo, is that you? Luca! There? Rolo, it's the middle of the night. Luca, thank God. Listen, I don't know how long this thing will work down here. Down here?
Rolo's voice was coming through more clearly now. But some words were still just static.
Listen to me. Someone grabbed me yesterday. What? The man in the hazmat suit? Took me to some sort of... I think I'm underground. Underground? Are you okay? Kinda. They seem more interested in... For now, at least. Mr. Kerr said you made it back home safe. Kerr? No. Trust... He's... Hold on. Someone's coming.
Went silent.
Rolo? Rolo, where are you?
Still, waiting for a response. His pounding heartbeat marking the passage of time.
Okay, I think they're gone. Getting worse. I can barely hear you.
His voice began to fade.
Losing signal. Not much time. Mission control. You need to... The treehouse. The treehouse!
The signal died for good.
What was he trying to say about the treehouse? What's at the treehouse? The antenna! He wants me to use the antenna to get a bit better signal. Rolo, you're a genius.
He grabbed the walkie-talkie and sprinted to the treehouse.
So is he not actually home, or is there some kind of Rolo impersonator in his home? Because I don't love that. I do not love that.
Luca heard a group of footsteps approaching.
Uh-oh.
He dashed behind the bushes to avoid being spotted.
Oh, it's Grandma. So we all understand our roles?
You can count on me.
I still think we need more time. This wasn't the original plan.
Mr. paused, shifting his eyes to one side.
We're all in danger now. I, for one, refuse to sit idly by while that danger persists.
Hell yeah, Grandma. Hiram, you just keep your wits about you.
Took one long, quiet breath.
You're right. You can count on me. I just wish we could have made that deal with Heiress Valentine. Her resources would have still come in handy. As I said, I had no time to contact her after your call this morning.
Plans change. How's Luca holding up?
He's fine.
We shouldn't lose sight of the fact that this is all...
I know very well what all of this is for. We have no choice. Operation Sparkplug has a new objective. Are we in agreement?
The three shared a determined look.
Good. We'll reconvene after the festival. Intriguing.
Grandma? Why are you meeting with Mrs. Fratelli and Mr. Tolliver late at night? Oh! Gah! Dawn, you scared me. How long have you been there?
Just a few minutes. Earlier today I saw Mr. Tolliver and your gran into the diner together. When my shift at the newsstand was over, they still hadn't left. So I used the greatest tool of any investigative reporter.
Your ears?
Time.
My bad.
When they left, I tailed them here.
What do you think they're up to?
Whatever it is, they seem organised and determined.
They mentioned the festival.
Yeah, I heard that too. Has your gran been doing anything different recently? Anything strange?
She got a phone call this morning and rushed out the door.
A call from Hiram Tolliver, it seems.
She was either furious or terrified, or both.
Luca, be careful out there. I think we might be in the middle of the scoop of a lifetime.
I will. Thanks, Dawn. Aren't you coming out?
No, I'm going to stick out here for a bit longer. See you, Luca.
Okay. As long as you're okay down there. This way. Why are so many people out and about tonight? I did it. I changed the sign.
Splendid. Did anyone see you?
I don't believe so. You were right. It was simple enough just to just rearrange the letters. Odd choice for a prank, though.
In situations such as these, odd is
Two
good.
boys shared a mischievous grin.
I can't wait for everyone to see the big reveal.
It should be quite memorable. Let's make ourselves scarce for now.
So they've changed the festival sign? Okay. Somebody's still... Oh, oops, yeah. Gotta go to mission control. Somebody's still working in the perennial harvest... Harvest? Perennial harvest office. Oh, that's just the cooling. Whoops. Oh, that's just a... Yeah, that's just a sign for the pond, isn't it? Can I use any new bait? Yeah!
Luca tied a small magnet to the line. Fishing
Interesting
with the law
choice.
of attraction.
Fishing with the law of attraction. I guess this is important because he had this dream about being here with his father and fishing stuff up. This is sort of key, memories. A key! I didn't say that on purpose, it just happened to be perfect. Where do you think the lock is for this key? Why would we want to find that? Because then we'd know the secret. Ah, that's no fun. The second we know what it unlocks, it just becomes a boring old key. Right now, this key could unlock anything. Cool. Struggle.
Luca placed a sinker on the line. Sometimes the best stuff is at the bottom of the pond.
Mmm. Focused on the fishing. Very focused on the fishing. Ooh, message in a bottle. Malice 80 proof whiskey. A hard liquor for a hard man. Let's leave that be. Takes a real piece of work to leave something like that lying around. Okay, bye, Dad. Okay.
Rolo? Rolo, are you there? I'm at the treehouse now, Rolo. Mr. Kerr said you were alright. What happened out there? Rolo? Dang it, Rolo, where are you?
Who's there?
Luca could only see a cloaked shape behind the rocket.
I got weapons in here, so you better come out right now.
He strained to hear as a muffled voice began.
Weapons. How could you hurt something that's
Fear
already
gripped
dead?
Luca's throat.
Who are you? What, you don't recognize me? I guess I don't even recognize myself
Luca stared
anymore.
at the ground for a moment, trying to place the dampened voice.
Oh my god, it's not the kid that we pushed in the
The
goop.
figure shifted slowly from behind the rocket, revealing itself to Luca.
Oh, it is.
I'm a monster, and now they hunt me like the beast I am.
Iggy.
Luca reached over empathetically. Iggy's tone jolted to dejected anger.
Don't touch me! This is all your
Luca
fault!
slumped to the ground, overwhelmed by guilt.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. I lost control. So you couldn't control yourself for a second, and I get to be like this forever? There must be a way to fix this. Oh, you're gonna be my savior? Perfect little Luca saves the day. With his positive attitude and the power of friendship. None of this matters. There's no time. They're after me. They chased me all through Weepwood. I only came in here to hide. Hide from who? Who's after you? Luca! Luca! Rolo? It's not safe, Luca. Rolo, where are you? The treehouse. I'm at the treehouse, Rolo. Where are you? No, Luca, the treehouse isn't safe. They said they were going to the treehouse. I was trying to tell you to stay away from the treehouse. Oh, fuck! Who said they're going to the treehouse? The clipboards! What did I tell you? Those perennial harvest wackadoos are after me. They've been chasing me, yelling questions at me. What sort of questions? They were saying the same stuff they always do, but it's different now. Less asking, more threatening. We're gonna figure this out, Iggy. Yeah, well, thanks.
Hello? Is anyone present in this arboreal domicile?
Crap, they found me! Luca, what's happening? Don't panic. You stay here and I'll see what they want.
Oh my god, there's so many of them and they all look the same. Hello, Mr. Van Horn. We would love to hear your thoughts. Do you have time for an informal chat? We'll be brief. Your time is valuable to us.
Be down in just a second.
Of course!
We have a problem. Luca, you gotta get out of there! Who's out there? Is it them? Yeah, it's the clipboards. A bunch of them. How many? Maybe all of them? And yeah, you were right. They are saying the same stuff, but with the creepy nog cranked to 10.
Might young Iggy be present? We would love to hear his thoughts. Run!
Iggy slumped to his knees.
I don't know what to do. I'm just so tired. Luca, what do we do?
Luca grabbed the walkie-talkie and headed for the window.
Follow my lead.
Luca and Iggy climbed up the back of the treehouse to its roof, where Rolo had constructed his MCDC, the Mission Control Defense Cannon. From behind the crowd of clipboards, William Kerr strode forward,
Hi.
a warm smile on his face.
Iggy, there you are. You gave all of us a heck of a scare.
Go away, just leave me alone.
Oh, I'm sorry, Iggy, but no can do. Don't worry though, we're here to help.
Help? Then why were you chasing me?
Luca, can you talk some sense into your pal here? Just look at him, he's not well.
What's wrong with him? What did that gunk do to him?
Well, that's a pretty honkin' big question, Luca. All you need to know is that he's sick. He's real sick, Luca. I just need you to let us up there and take care of him.
You told me Rolo was okay, that he was back at his place resting.
He is! Poor fella just got a little lost.
That's a lie.
That is a hurtful thing to say, Luca. I thought we were buddies.
Why? Because he lets you ramble on like a wackadoo? Nobody likes you, you creep.
Kerr's smile faltered.
Why don't you pop on down here so we can have a face-to-face? Yelling like this is gonna give us all a heck of a sore throat. And who wants that?
Luca's grip tightened on the MCDC.
Blast him, Luca. What did you do to Rolo, you liar?
Well, shucks, Luca. The only teeny tiny fib I told you was that he was at home. He is resting and he is perfectly safe. For now, at least. What happens to him next is up to you, Luca. Look around. You're in quite the pickle, and I'm the only person in the whole wide world who can help you. You get to decide how this ends.
Shit! Oh,
Luca's
shit!
mind raced. He was caught in a trap. What do you do when there's no hope? Iggy wiped his cheeks with a sleeve. What are you gonna do, Luca?
Luca drew himself up and decided to take the only option they had left. Fight.
Luca drew himself up
Put him up!
and decided to take the only option they had left. Fight. He swung the Mission Control Defense Cannon around, aiming it confidently at the smirking face of William Kerr.
Hey, Mr. Kerr.
Summoned his most insolent demeanor.
Rolo sends his regards.
Hey, was uncalled for, more than a little rude, and just plain unsanitary. Luca, I really did think we were good pals. What a shame that it's come to this.
Turned his back on the two boys.
And this.
With a nonchalant wave of the hand, he made his exit. As the clipboards began to slowly advance on the treehouse, Luca looked to Iggy with resignation in his eyes. The end.
Fuck.
That escalated quickly.
Yeah.
Maybe discretion was the better part of valor here. Let's put a pin in this for now.
Oh, we can go back to being there alone and try a different option.
This is a story about struggle. Luca could hear a machine humming somewhere nearby. He felt around wildly, searching for something, anything that could help. His hands found a hard object, maybe a tile? He yanked it free, lifting the cold stone. Let me go! Luca swung the tile as hard as he could at the shape that still held fast to his leg. He heard the crack of glass as the stone hit the assailant's mask. With a muffled yelp, the hand let go. Luca was free and scrambled to the door. He never looked back once on the long run home.
Holy shit!
Chapter 3. Everything's fine. The next morning, it was quieter than usual at the breakfast table. Only the sound of silverware and chewing interrupted the awkward silence.
I finished jarring a mess of jam last night, so that'll need to get delivered into town today. What did you and Rolo get up to yesterday? Rolo had things to do, so I just sort of poked around town. I've set the jam down by the front door. There's 2 batches to drop off. One for Mr. Tolliver at the Bag and Wag. Another for Miss Fratelli at the diner. Her co-conspirators. Oh, and Mr. Nungreed. He said he wanted some more. I suspected as much. Yes, he seems to have taken a particular interest in my jam. There are some extras in the basket for that enthusiastic gentleman. Just make sure Fratelli and Tolliver get the ones on top. No problem. Off with you now, while the day's still young. Okay, so this jam delivery is actually part of her scheme. She's gonna phone them and be like, the jam's coming. You know what that means. It's Juniper Hartford. Before you hang up, just hear me out. I have a business proposition. The simple matter is we both have the same problem that needs solving. Very well, we can meet tonight. Interesting. Jam. Okay, sorry about yesterday. Roxy can be so annoying. But good news, no more boring chores for me today. Did you make it to the old Valentine warehouse? So, what did you find? Give me the dirt. Something happened. There was someone else there. What? Who was it? Was it aliens? I knew it would be aliens. No. Zombies? No. Alien zombies? What else could it possibly be? Rolo, I gotta deliver these into town first. We can catch up after. Oh, is it a whole thing? Sounds like a whole thing. Yeah, we shouldn't talk about it here. Meet me at the treehouse tonight. I'm not sure what this treehouse is that you speak of. Meet me at Mission Control. Roger that, Space Cadet. Rolo's cute. Everyone's fine and it's all good and normal. What a time to be alive.